Robbie, trust me. Robbie, trust me. Right here. Right here, Robbie. Trust me.
I can never tell if you're actually like
No, he's right. That's exactly what I tried to do. But yeah.
Great shot, kid.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. Kyle is here as well. Kyle, how are you tonight, buddy?
Doing great. How are you?
Good. It's a little bit rainy on this Monday night. Start of a new week, but it is what it is, as we always say.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you just kind of have to roll with the changes, or whatever the case may be. So
classic New England weather.
But I will tell you, when it wasn't raining and when it was a beautiful night, was not yesterday, Sunday, but a week ago, Sunday, when Kyle and I made the lovely trek up north to the good old town of Middleton. And that's right, we went for a second consecutive Sunday to golf country, our favorite mini golf spot up there in Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
And and you're probably asking, guys, why were you going there for a second consecutive Sunday? Well, first of all, we just love mini golfing there.
That's pretty normal on our account.
It's like, why not?
Yeah.
But the second reason was we actually had a bit of a reunion, if you want to call it that, with two of our, I should say, they are, let me see how I want to put this. Our two most featured, that's a good way of describing it.
There you go.
Our two most featured guests on a Couch Talking Sports, our buddies Craig and Doug, both joined us for the mini golf outing on Sunday.
It's like the epic mashup of the decade,
Yeah, it was great. And by the way, Doug and Craig had never met each other. They've heard about each other, they've talked about each other, but they've never actually met in person, or just virtually for that matter. They've never met. And so it was exciting to have all four of us in what Doug affectionately called the On a Couch Pro-Am Mini Golf Classic, and it was a lot of fun. It really was.
Loved it.
It was so much fun. We just had a great time out there playing some mini golf. We were certainly playfully talking trash to each other and stuff like that, having some fun with one another. But overall, it's just a great experience. When you say,
I loved it. I'm with you there. Like, I love. We both love mini golf. We always have our adventures, but yeah, it was really, really cool. It's really special having Doug and Craig meet. You're right, like you said, for the first time, and it was, loved it.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was just an absolute blast, and couldn't have asked for a better evening of mini golf.
Oh yeah, it was great, and we got some cool highlights we'll share with you a little later. But
yeah. Well, I was about to say. Before we sort of get into it here, actually, that's kind of a perfect segue right there, because Kyle did, as he has been known to do for many of our episodes in the past, put together a special montage, so to speak, from our mini golf outing, and it was very fun and very exciting, Kyle, and it seems like it came out very well.
Thank you. Yeah, well, see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments.
So let's throw it to the mini golf montage right now. Just reliving those memories. I just was so. I almost forgot we were coming back there for a second. I was so ingrained in just.
It's like we were actually in the video.
Oh wait, we were in the video. I mean, yeah.
I'm talking like in a time travel sense, though.
Right. It was almost like we were back there live in the video.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a week ago. But no, it was, like I said, Kyle, it was a ton of fun. And I will say one of my funnest sort of moments from that outing was actually one that was not gotten on camera. And it was when Craig sunk a hole in one, the only hole in one that the four of us hit.
Well, I couldn't believe it. Like the way Craig hit it too. Like I have to like take it to you like step by step. So he just like hit the ball, and it went at an angle. It kind of went at like an upward angle, and it literally bounced on one of the bricks, which is like like the course there. Each hole is like lined up with like a lot of bricks around each like patch of green, and like it just bounced off of one of the bricks and then just landed in the hole. What didn't even barely even hit the ground.
It was wild.
I was like,
wait, what?
Craig, you're a god.
We all of a sudden just kind of I think we were all stunned. It was like, wait, what just happened?
It was crazy. Like you'd have to see with your own eyes to like really believe this. And I feel bad that neither of us caught it on camera, but it was just one of those it was just one of those great moments. You had to be there to really experience that. It was just it was an epic moment. So shout out to Craig for that masterpiece for sure. Physics.
Yeah. And so just for those of you who I don't think any of you would know, but we did keep score, obviously, and I believe I know I came in last place. But I think wasn't it a tie? Wasn't it tied for?
Not exactly. So
no, it was tied for second. I think there was
no. There wasn't a tie for second. So what happened was Craig, Doug, and I were all like a point off from each other.
Oh, that's right.
That's how it was.
That's right.
So it ended up, if I remember correctly, I think what happened was, I think Craig actually, I believe, won the match, and then I think I'm trying to remember who was second. I think it was
you, then
me,
Doug.
then Doug. I think you're right. I think it was
like 4 shots off. But it's all right,
It was a pretty close match, though.
I was Mr. Consistency. I got threes literally every single hole.
Oh, there you go.
Much. So I was Mr. Consistency for sure.
There you go. It's pretty good.
But yeah, it was, like I said, it was just, it was such a fun outing. I mean, in golf country in Milton, again, if you folks have never been to golf country in Milton, you should definitely go.
Great spot.
Because not only do they have mini golf, but they have literally, first of all, they have 2 18-hole mini golf courses, like literally right next to each other. They have a driving range, which is awesome. They have a batting cage, and they have Richardson's ice cream right next door. I mean, you can't get any better than that. I mean, it's a facility of epicness right there, and. Like I said, and hey, listen, I love all the other mini golf spots that we've been to. McGolf and the place up at down at Cape Cod and Natick and all that. But I mean, there's just nothing quite like golf country in Middleton, for sure. So.
Oh yeah, easily. No, it's a great spot, and I really like the whole kind of back and forth we had between the four of us. We really kept the whole mood of the night very light and kind of. It was great, and you're right. I love I just love seeing kind of because Doug and Craig are both really funny. I'm sure whoever has seen if you guys have seen any of the previous episodes where any of the two were featured, that you guys know what kind of, I'm sure you guys at least have an idea of what kind of. Yeah, what kind of time it was. And it was awesome. It was so cool. So thank you guys for coming out for those.
Yeah, no, thanks to those guys. And by the way, we're definitely going to attempt, especially now that Craig is back full time in the Boston area. Just definitely going to be hitting hitting the range again at some point. So hitting the links again at some point with the two of them. So
Yep. Still got September, so I know August is ending, but we still got a whole other month. And honestly, I think the weather usually in September it's pretty okay weather for mini golf. So
yeah.
I think we might even get a whole. I think at some point I want to get a whole other mini golf episode in.
We definitely will be.
But we'll keep you guys updated. I already have the song in my mind, so just so you guys know how ready I am for that.
No, it is going to be epic. And last Sunday was epic as well. So just can't say that enough. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed the montage Kyle put together, and as much as we enjoyed being a part of it and making it, for sure. So we are going to start to wrap up this episode, and we will go into first Robbie's pre-show food review, because we've talked about this place I think a couple times on past episodes, but I've never done a food review on it because it's been a couple years up until tonight that we had been there.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that was the Newtown Grill, which is located in Porter Square in Somerville, or is Porter Square in Cambridge? Cambridge, thank you. Yeah, sorry, I realized, I was like, wait a minute, nope, it's Cambridge. But yeah, it's located in Porter Square, and it is a really, really good place to eat. It's kind of a small place, kind of a small joint, kind of a hole in the wall, quote unquote, if you want to call it that. But the food there is just so good, and you really can't go wrong with anything. I mean, they've got sandwiches, they've got pizza, they've got bar pizza, which is really, really good. It's like a personalized. That's what I got. Is I like a personalized pizza. You can eat a cheese or pepperoni, which is really, really good. Their salads are really good. Whatever your heart desires, they definitely do it up for you. And they have different events and stuff like that too. Like we were talking with our waitress about the musical trivia night or musical bingo night that they're having Tuesday nights.
With like 90s and 2000s music. I think they said that was like kind of theme.
Which sounds pretty wild. So definitely, you should definitely check that out. But yeah, it's just a really, really good place to eat. For
nice.
Sure. Yeah, and I could definitely not recommend it enough. Again, it's Newtown Grill, located right in Porter Square in Cambridge. Basically, it's right on Mass Ave, like just beyond the Porter Square T station there. So very easily accessible, and like I said, you should definitely try it out. So so that's my pre-show food review, and now I'm going to toss it over here to the Suze himself for another edition of the Suze Review. So, Kyle, what do you got?
So, I wanted to talk about a movie I saw a while ago. Honestly, I forget if I actually reviewed this or not. I may have. There's a huge possibility I may have, a while back, like several months ago. But you know what? I'll review it again. I'll talk about it again. Maybe I'll bring up some new points if that was the case.
Worst case, you probably got some new audience members watching this episode that didn't watch that episode. So.
Oh, there we go. That's a good way to look at that.
Yeah. There you go.
So I'm sure a lot of you guys know Christopher Nolan he's really made a name for himself in Hollywood, and he's made a lot of famous movies. Like Inception. He just came out recently with Tenet. Well, actually, it was technically a year ago. Tenet was, but. They just released on HBO Max not that long ago. He did movies like the Dark Knight trilogy, also, and Memento was one of his earlier ones. But I want to talk about actually one of his it was one of his earlier ones before he kind of got really, really big with the Batman series and stuff like that. And it's a movie called Insomnia. And so this movie actually came out after Memento. I want to say it was the early 2000s, and it had Al Pacino, Hilary Swank, and Robin Williams, and a pretty A-list cast. and the movie it's a very interesting kind of a detective thriller movie, but it has a very interesting kind of spin on it, like an interesting kind of thing that they threw in there. So first of all, just to give you guys a heads up, it is actually a remake of a Swedish movie, I believe, that came out in the late '90s that had Stellan Skarsgård as the main character. So the whole movie is that so Al Pacino's character, his detective character, he's supposed to be catching this killer that's on the loose, and what happens is, well, I won't. I won't get too much into spoilers. I really don't want to spoil it for you guys too much. But I want to say, I will say, a very traumatic event happens early on in the movie, and it causes him to literally get insomnia. Like, he just cannot sleep at all, and it poses a very interesting challenge for him, because while he's trying to catch this killer, he just can't stay awake. He just can't go to sleep, but it's also, you could tell it's like defeating him. Like, it's slowly just like depleting his energy, and like he just, like, throughout the day he just looks like completely worn out, and it really poses an interesting challenge for him. And Robin Williams actually plays the main villain in the movie. Like, it's not like a big mystery or anything like that. He's one of the top billed actors and stuff like that. But it was very interesting seeing Robin Williams in that type of role, because he never. I mean, can you name me like 10 other movies where he plays a serial killer? Like, it was a very interesting. It was a very interesting movie, and a great role for Al Pacino. And Hilary Swank was amazing. She was a great co-star. She played his fellow detective who was also looking for the killer. And it's a very well made movie, very well paced. I don't think there was a dull moment in the movie. You were really engaged the whole time, and to me, it actually might be one of my favorite Christopher Nolan movies. It's very, very underrated. I know there's probably a lot of people who probably prefer the original movie. I've seen the original movie too, but it's been a long time ago, so it's a little hard for me to compare at this point. Like, I remember certain events, after seeing this movie that happened in the original one, but I gotta watch the original one again. It's been like about 10 years since I've seen that version, unfortunately. But no, it's a fantastic movie if you're looking for a really solid crime thriller. And let me tell you something too, the ending, won't say what's going to happen, but it's going to hit you in a really, it's just a very good ending. It's one of my favorite movie endings I've seen in a while. So it's just a great movie. Like, if you're looking for just a nice crime thriller to watch, it's not a super long movie either. It's about 2 hours or under. Check it out, Insomnia. So
cool. Sounds enticing.
Yeah, I think you might like that one, actually, Robbie. I think you definitely have to. Yeah, definitely check it out if you ever get the chance.
I definitely will take that under advisement. So thank you, Kyle, for the riveting review as always. And by the way, R.I.P. Robin Williams. I know it's.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many years it's been at this point, but still, rest in peace to one of the great ones. So, so that is going to wrap up this week's edition of On the Couch Talking Sports. As always, we want to give a quick shout out to the other 2/3 of the sort of trio of podcasts. Those being Marvel at the Movies, which is I know a new episode was just filmed recently and will be out.
Yes,
shortly.
Currently in production. Hopefully, either I'm hoping to get it out either by the end of tonight or tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that, and also Sports Blitz with Doug and I. New episode just came out on Thursday, so please check that out as well. 3 great podcasts with 3 great guys. I just made that kind of up on the spot, but I like it. Boom. So that's going to do it for On a Couch Talking Sports. Thanks as always, everybody, for tuning in. And again, one final shout out to Doug and Craig
for an epic mini golf outing. And until next time, he's Kyle, I'm Robbie, and this is The Couch. And we'll see you next time here, like I said, on A Couch Talking Sports. Bye, everybody.
Good call. Oh, okay, Tiger Woods. All right. Hey,
Hey, well, hey, it worked.
shot,
I
dude.
was about to say, if it works for him, you know.
If it affects the shot,
go
dude.
for it.
We'll move the rock. Move the rock. Right at the hole. One more.
Ooh, come back.
Oh yeah. Nice shot. Nice
Now I'm blocking you guys.
Sorry, adding up.
Hey. Now we go. I want to give myself a little.
Good?
Whoa, Robbie! Oh my God!
He said Robbie hole in one. Back for after dark.
You can't even see my ball now.
I can't see you either.
That's what screwed me up, I think.